Oh damn, that was gonna be slick. Anyway, guys, today I kind of just want to talk about some GTA Online, just some commentary. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually played GTA Online. Yeah. I still have a lot of money thanks to my buddy Dante. He helped me make some money. We ran a couple of KOs and stuff like that. That heist makes you a lot of money. I think they need to go over the top and do double 4 million, meaning 8 million. Would be a great final heist for GTA, and they shouldn't do any more heists. It'd be really cool if they made a heist that made you $8 million every time, if not more. I always just shoot them up. I don't steal their damn car. Man, I could if I wanted to. It looks like they impounded my Gradiac City Proto, which that really kind of sucks, but pay it the $250, bro. If you have to steal your car out of the impound, you're broke. Unless, of course, it's like a flying vehicle, like the Oppressor or the DeLorean. Then you should be good. Fun fact, the DeLorean is my favorite vehicle in the entire world. Smooth criminal past that shit. Let's just keep on running on our merry way. To be honest with you guys, I am kind of pissed off with the GTA Dev Edition, Definitive Edition, whatever. It pisses me off. Like, there's no easy way past it. It just sucks, dude. It's just a cartoony looking remaster that doesn't take itself seriously enough. It kind of sucks. I mean, we can all admit it. It really sucks. I found me a vehicle over here. Kind of hard to call the guy, the mechanic guy, in my opinion, because you gotta stop everything you're doing and then call the mechanic guy when you could just keep on moving and at the same rate steal a car and just keep on going. We're just trying to stay far away from that police cone as possible. Shit, we're gonna hit right to it. Son of a bitch. Well, we missed that for sure. It's an honest straight shot out of here, and my chances of actually getting out of here are very low. Well, actually, we are gonna make it, it looks like. Yo, no way. Alright, well, we beat those cops, and we're gonna take a shortcut through here. Yeah, we got them cops off of us, dude. Like, holy shit. That was hard to do. In story mode, you can't call Lester to get the cops off of you. In story mode, you actually have to get the cops off of you, which is actually pretty cool. Probably just threw up in my mouth. I had to hold it in. That's nasty, I hate that shit. Yeah, but now I'll leave with your impounded vehicle. Oh my god, put away your weapon, you're gonna get the cops on us again. I honestly did not pull out the weapon. My GTA character has a mind of his own. You know, that's kind of one thing I've always kind of wondered about. Well, my Grady X80 is no longer in perfect condition. Now it has scratches on it. Fuck. But yeah. The Grady X80 at one point was the most expensive car in the game. It wasn't the fastest, but it was one of the most expensive. Though, to be fair, it was also one of the most hated cars in the game. Well, mainly because people were complaining that the car was overpriced, for one, and two, it wasn't as fast as the, what do you call it? I can't remember if it was as fast as the T20, but some people were saying it wasn't fast, that one of the cheaper cars are faster. So people started memeing on this car and whatnot, and people started saying, oh, this car's ass, this and that. And then to top it, this car didn't have that much customization to it. But I mean, to be fair, they give you quite a lot, dude. They give you the trim color, they give you primary, secondary, and interior color customization. So I don't get why they're complaining, but at the time, I don't know, man. There wasn't a lot of like cool, weird like body kit customization shit. Like you couldn't really change out the fenders. You couldn't do all this cool, weird, wonky shit with it. And I guess that really upset a lot of people. But then again, that was partly due in part due to the fact that what the fuck did I just get done saying? What do you call it? That was partially due to the fact that some of the vehicles in the game had more customization than it, and some of those vehicles were cheaper. For instance, you take a look at most of the lowriders that came out before this car, and they were just cheaper. Yeah, true, they were over like some of them were millions of dollars worth of customization, but you had the ability to customize it in so many different fucking ways. And that's partially why the lowriders were so popular when they came out, was they were very customizable. So, you know, I guess this car wasn't as customizable as a lowrider at the time. So, I mean, like, you know, I can see why people would get pissed off with that, but, you know, then you add into the equation that it's not even the fastest car in the game, it's the most expensive car. It's just another waste of money. It doesn't really put you anywhere. So, really, in reality, when this came out, this was a flex vehicle. It was just purchased so you can flex on your friends and say you have the most expensive car in the game. And still to this day, I mean, it's a nice looking car. You don't really see a lot of these on the road anymore in GTA. I feel like some of the kids that started playing this game recently, like within 3 years, basically 3 years ago until now is when kids are starting to really play this game. Kids that are way too young to be playing this game, and they all come from the Fortnite community and whatnot. And so what it basically boils down to is when they're getting into GTA, they're getting into the new metas, which are like I don't even know what the new metas are. I don't even look at the newer cars. I know some of them are like the Cyclone and whatnot, cars that came after this car. And so now this car is kind of forgotten about, unless you've been playing the game for as long as I have. And then in the case that you remember, at one point this car was a big deal, and it obviously isn't anymore. I say its stock price, or its point of value has gone down, I guess. I said stock price. Some of the metas are obviously some of these Los Santos tuners cars because of the customization with them. But when you go back and you're like, okay, this car right here is only $796,000, not even $1 million, and this car is really nice looking. It has a very high acceleration. It's got great traction. This car is very controllable. May not be as fast as the Grotti X80, but definitely puts up somewhere with it. The Grotti Italia RSX is a good vehicle. I'm hearing a lot of positive things about. But when compared to the X80, I just feel like there isn't that much of a chance, really. And then now, they're typically now averaging out, most cars now cost $3+ million. And people are like, whoa, what do you mean $3+ million? What do you mean that's the average cost of a new car in GTA? Well, if you look at it, most of the time, these cars, especially these types of cars, the F1 cars, are like $3 million a piece. That's per one. Now, you're like, okay, that's just F1 cars. Alright. Okay. I'll play that game. Look at this car. The Grotti Fura. It is $2.7 million. Now, you equate upgrades and paint jobs, and that's before the trade price. The trade price brings it down to 2.050. It's just $2 million with a little bit of extra cash. But this pretty much, after upgrades and customization, you're bound to be looking at just over $3 million, maybe $3,400,000 or some shit like that. Not 400,000. What the fuck am I saying? 3,000,000, 2,000, 5,000, something around there. I mean, when you equate the lights kits and the different colored headlights and the different colored underlights and the, different rims, and you can really get down to it, man. And the most expensive options for each. That's how it kind of makes it to where it's a big deal. This car over here, the Krieger, is 2.8. This car down here is 2.7. This car is 2.3. The Thrax, again, that 2.3 marker doesn't make it to $3 million, but after upgrades and whatnot, this car gets kind of close to around about that much money. But if you destroy your car or whatnot, you're paying for the insurance, eventually it'll add up. This car is 2.5, so it's $2.5 mil. After upgrades, it comes close. So in reality, though, like, this car is 2.5. The Tesseract is 2.8, so it's going to obviously go over that marker. This is 2.3. So yeah, I'd say about the average cost of a car in GTA is about $3 million now. And it was always pointed toward this. But anyway, beyond that, there are cars that are worth way more than just $3 million in the game. And you're like, well, what cars? Yeah, so the Grotti X80 Proto is 2.7. That's very close to $3 million. Very close indeed. This car over here is 2.5. And again, this car came out in the stunts update, which was right after finance and felony. So after we were hit with this car, we were then hit with this car. But to be fair, you know, the Tron bike cost 2.2, and you're like, well, that's not $3 million, 2.2 or 2.5. That's just close to 3 million. Well, once you equate upgrades and all that stuff, you're not really going to have a lot of money left over, especially 2.7 or 2.8. If you have only $4 million and you pay $2.7 million for a car, you know what I mean, plus buying an apartment or whatever for that car to be held in. If you know, let's say you buy like a shark card, and then you start playing GTA and you want to make some quick purchases, purchase a house, and then you purchase one expensive ass car, upgrades for that car, and a lesser expensive car. Let's say you steal a car off the street, upgrade it. How much money are you gonna have left over? Not a lot. Or let's say you want to buy some guns, and you're like level 5 or level 8 or whatever, and you decide to buy a $30, $40 shark card or whatever, and you get 4 million. How much money have you really spent just now? Like, really think about it. I mean, if you really want to stress out well, I only spent this much, or I only spent $400,000 on a car, okay, or $400,000 on a house, okay, you know, that's $500,000 almost right there. And then you go ahead and buy a car with 2.7. You've already just spent over $3 million, and then you're going to buy upgrades for it, steal a car off the street, buy upgrades for it. You're not going to have that money left over. That money's now been wasted. Because guess what? The new car or the expensive car is only going to give you so much entertainment until you start looking at things like that are over the $3 million marker. Like, let's say, war stock vehicles. So a lot of these are going to be over $4 million. Or actually over 3 million, not over 4. But for instance, this thing, I bought it a while back, and this was $4.3 million, and I had sold it. This plane is ass. It's big, it's slow, it's retarded. This is $2.9 million right here. This is the Kurtz, the Naval Patrol, the PBR boat, like from Vietnam. I believe this is a reference to Apocalypse Now because it says Kurtz on it. And if you know about anything about Apocalypse Now, you're going to know that this is the same boat they used in the movie. Also, except it didn't have the paint job. But yeah, this is the same, naval PBR boat they used in the movie Apocalypse Now. This car is $3.6 million for this Torador, plus upgrades and whatnot. You equate that. The Annihilator. It's kind of weird because I think the Annihilator Stealth. This is 3.87 million. I think this thing has upgrades, presumably, and of course these upgrades are going to take you to that $4 million price point. I'm going to already assume that it's going to be engine and handling. That's like $40,000 per maximum, and then of course your paint jobs and maybe some weapons upgrades, which are going to be $100,000. So yeah, it's going to take you to around about that $4 million price point. The B-11 Strike Force is 3.8. There's not enough upgrades for this thing. There is. I take that back. The countermeasures and the weapons upgrades. I know that you can get the bombs on this thing, I think, and you can do the paint jobs and the liveries and all that. So and of course the handling and engines. So yeah, this thing could shoot well past that the 4 million range. I'm not going to give an exact number. This thing, the DeLorean, is I think 5 or 4 million. It's 3.5 sell price. I got the sell price for the Stromberg, which is actually a James Bond car. To get the exact name of the car, I think it's an AMC. I have no idea what it is. But yeah, I think this was like a 3 point something million dollars. The Conjale is 3.8. This is 3.6. The Akula is worth more. The Dorito plane is 3.7. The laser at its sell price is 4.5, but it's worth 6.5 on regular price. The AH-64 Delta model Apache helicopter in the game is called the FH-1 Hunter. Kind of weird, but yeah, this thing's worth 4.1. The Pyro is worth 4.4. We'll just, for, you know what, man, for logistic, what do you call it? Legitimate reasons, we're just gonna say it's fucking $5 million. Considering this, I mean, like, it's expensive, bro. You're pretty much paying that much for it, bro. And you equate the fact that you had to buy a hangar to store it or whatever, yeah, you're paying like $5 million for this damn thing, bro. Realistically speaking, it's a waste of investment. The Molotok, the MiG-17, this thing's basically, again, basically $5 million if you round over. This is 3.6 million. The LF2 Sterling. This thing's a tiny ass. This thing's tiny, bro. It's one of them cool little jets you get your hands on. You know what? I think it would be just safer if we just assume by price from. You know, so when we look at the Bambushka, even at the sell price, this is worth more. This is $5 million of Ruiner 2000. The kit from the Pontiac Firebird kit from Knight Raider. The Tula's 5.1 million. The Batmobile is 3.7. The other thing I don't get is why people say the scramjet looks like the Batmobile. It looks nothing like the fucking Batmobile, folks. This is the Mach 5 from Speed Racer, I think it is. The Mach 5. It's the Speed Racer car, bro. You've all seen it. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. If you had a childhood, you've definitely seen it. What do you call it? Now, Southern San Andreas Motorsport's not really known for their prices being acceleratingly high. Like, the most expensive vehicle here is only 2.2 mil. I mean, that's really not a lot of money if you really think about it. But again, averaging out that price point, that $3 million range, like that just sounds like a lot, but trust me, it isn't. Like, believe me, it isn't. Like, I mean, this car on average is 1.2. This current, like, cheap price point is like 8.9. I might actually pick me up one of those here in a bit. But I mean, like, I'm just saying, dude, like, that's just insane. Like, if you really think about it, $3 million can't get you shit. Now, back in the old days of GTA, when there wasn't a whole lot, like, it can get you a whole $3 million, and back in the day, it used to get you a lot. It got you an armored Kuruma, it got you a this, a that, a that, a that. But then again, I mean, that was old GTA. This is new GTA. So, once you take that into account, it kind of sucks. The Stockade, I got the trade price for this thing. I don't even know if this thing's worthwhile buying. I know these are good, like, role play vehicles. The heist, Diamond Casino heist, had a lot of role play vehicles and outfits and clothing and whatnot. But was it worth it? That's the big question. I know a lot of people maybe, you know, really thinking about it. Was it worth it? This or that. But I will say this, though. The best investment you can possibly make in the game is getting the garage. The auto shop. That's what it's called. For all intents and purposes, this is the easiest way to make money in the game. You can make it all by yourself in a private session, too. I mean, this is my way of making millions. It's just grinding out these auto shop missions. Every 5 auto shop missions, you basically made $1 million. Basically. If you haven't made $1 million from every 5 auto shop missions, then you're doing something wrong. Actually, I take that back. Every 6. Sounds better. more realistic. So every 6, so you do these 12 times, you're bound to make 2 million. The reason why is you pay about 1.7 to 2.5 each. So, you know, that's a lot of money. Now, you know, you take into account there is no cooldown for this, so you don't need to do other activities after this. I mean, at the same time, though, you could do some other activities to make extra cash to help break some barriers every once in a while. Like, let's say you were to do some diamond stealing for your terabyte, and do some gold stealing for your terabyte, and do hostile takeover, and then do the Ruiner 2000 ones, the loaded up ones, and or doing some of the, you know what I mean, executive search mission, not executive search, the sightseeing missions into the mix, just to mix things up, get to do some more things. Okay, that way you don't get completely burned out on this stuff.
You want to get real friendly with a head-sized black bag. We need a security pass, and the only way we gonna get one is off an IAA agent. Lucky for us, these fools got all kinds of shady shit going on. We got a tip one of us doing a meet at a local airstrip with the LS Triad. Gotta send over pick up his goofy ass in a few. If you get there and fuck shit up, everybody just gonna assume the meet went bad. Perfect cover.
I hate her fucking voice and the way she talks. So fucking annoying. I don't even know if she speaks English properly or not. What a dumbass. I don't like the way they talk. Her or that K dude. I don't like either of their characters. I think they were just way too random, way too out of the nowhere. These guys are pulling off heists, yet they don't even lift a finger. Like, come on now. Lester was smart. That was his thing. He was unattractive, but smart. He was extremely intelligent, ugly, creepy, yet funny and charming. The fucking guy is fucking amazing. And then he gets the girl at the end of the heist thing, crap. The casino heist. I mean, Lester's been at it since the beginning. The Pavel guy, the Russian guy with the sub, he was kind of random too. But I mean, these characters are really random. I mean, they're doing these small gig heists. I mean, I kind of wish they paid more into the $400,000 range, but keep in mind you can do these without limit. So I mean, at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I mean, you know, if we gave them $400,000 every time they did these missions, then, you know, then what would happen is every 3 times they'd have $1 million, and so then they'd be able to buy everything in the game without having to buy shark cards. And it's like, all right, I get that, but $3 million every 3 times they would do these missions, and they would have 900,000. It's like, shut the fuck up, fucking Rockstar. Always trying to keep the player down. That's how I feel about Rockstar. Honestly, that's my honest opinion about Rockstar. I mean, Grove Street Games? What the fuck? That's a thing? Grove Street Games. Think about that for a second. They're the people that done the definitive edition of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Grove Street Games. A fucking gang in the GTA universe has a video game company. Meanwhile, we're looking toward GTA 6, and all they can do is just give us old-ass games remastered with shitty-ass fucking goofy-looking cartoon graphics, and no actual added features, no new weapons, no new combat. I mean, they did add a new combat system, and maybe I need to review those games individually. I mean, fuck, dude. You could really tell they didn't put any effort into it. I mean, at least they should have been honest with us. I mean, the game's laggier than what they were back in the day. And I mean, back in the day, I mean, they were kind of laggy. They had their own problems and glitches, but you'd had to actually play through them to find them. They weren't just like common glitches. Like, it wasn't like, you know, you could walk through walls and shit back in the day at random. With some of these new graphics, there's been bugs with it and stuff like that. And now with the I mean, they have done improvements. You know, San Andreas is actually far more playable than what it used to be. Like, out of all the 3 games, San Andreas I felt like was one of the more unplayable ones for me, even though it had like the most features. I think that's why it was unplayable for me back in the day, was because it felt like too much was going on all at once. It really felt like it, man. It really felt like too much was happening all at once. Why do I feel like they also nerfed the buzzard? I feel like the missiles have been nerfed. I feel like they're kind of less guided missiles, like almost unguided missiles. Like they definitely nerfed the fuck out of the guidance system for these missiles, because like it feels like when it gets fully locked on, it homes in toward the target, but it's almost a guaranteed it's gonna end up missing. You kind of have to well time this shit, and beside that, I mean, it's kind of annoying not to hope to hit what you're locking onto. Like back in the day, these things used to zip toward the target, man. When you locked onto it, they used to zip at targets. See that shit? Oh, actually, that actually did pretty solid. Did they rebuff it? Hey, that was really close. Oh shit, hey, they noticed me. It's kind of bad. Alright, bro, it's time to shoot down these enemy buzzards. I remember when GTA 5 first sort of came out, man, and like nobody's parents wanted them to buy it, and then like they ended up buying it for Christmas anyway, and they said they were never going to buy this game. And remember how all the other kids at school had it, and so you convinced your parents to get you it because all the other kids had it. I mean, like, you know, it wasn't like your parents didn't already buy you the fucking Vice City and all that shit. So it's like, you know, you convinced them to buy it for you, they bought it for you, you played it, you played through the fucking, through the campaign, and then you saw those videos about all those random Easter eggs and random shit you can find, and you're like, wow, I want to find that for myself. So you go out to go fucking find it for yourself, and then you fucking spend hours playing the fucking game, and then you end up finding something on your own, and then you just felt so accomplished, and then all of a sudden now the whole world already knew about it, and you're like, wow. But you know what, honestly, bro, with GTA 5, I felt like GTA 5 story mode, had it had more content, it would have been a better mode. You know, like GTA 4 had like online dating with relationships, and people had respect levels for you. They took that out of San Andreas with the respect. You know, when you ignore people or don't hang out or don't respond to them and you ignore them, then they're like, not their trust level, but their respect level decreases, or they dislike some of your decision making. And you actually were able to make multiple choices. Like, you could kill Dwayne or Playboy X, you could kill that guy Faustin sends you after, or you can spare him. Or, for instance, I mean, there were different options, especially with the ending. There were 2 different endings. And so, I mean, this was the first GTA, I believe, with alternate endings. So, I mean, that was a very big deal back in the day. And, like, GTA 4 did a lot of positive things. And, you know, GTA Online was born in GTA 4. But GTA 5 Online boiled down to just endless destroying everything. With your buddies, shooting each other, hanging out, and shooting each other. And racing and then shooting each other. Like, it was always just blowing shit up and shooting each other, really, is what it was. And so that's what happened when people got onto GTA 5 Online. Except that Rockstar had all that cool and fun stuff hidden behind a level cap system and a pay barrier, pretty much, where everything was kind of expensive. Now, originally, it wasn't so expensive to where you had to pay to buy everything. You could truly and honestly earn it. However, way back in the day when GTA 5 really first came out, there wasn't a whole lot of content anyway. But to top that off, there wasn't a lot you could do to make money. You could do racing and death matches and stuff like that, but it barely made you money. You had to really save up, and then, you know, and whatnot. And they had a whole tutorial mode and all that shit, but it wasn't until later updates that GTA 5 really became its own after the contact mission update, where they started adding the contact missions and whatnot. And then Rooftop Rumble became a thing, and then it became a big grind and whatnot, and then so much other things started happening, like the heists, and that was the biggest update, because then you could do all these different heists and whatnot, the in-depth heists from story mode into GTA Online, and now it's sort of evolved into this monstrosity of a fucking game that still retains the core elements that it used to have, but those core elements have been suppressed by new content that is both new and, you know, coming out, and content that is old and once was. You know, I remember back in the day when, you know, you spent a whole 3-4 days doing contact missions, and you saved up just enough to buy the Zentorno. You bought the Zentorno, and it was the only, like, fast car in your garage, the first car that you had to save up to buy, and it was like you were so, like, excited to get it. Now it's like the Zentorno is looked at, it's kind of frowned upon, actually. When you hear about all these cars people are driving in GTA Online, you don't really hear a lot about the Zentorno, and that's kind of why I own the Zentorno, is it's kind of a historical vehicle now. Especially the T20. When the T20 came out, the Zentorno was history, bro. Only mid to sort of high-level characters, people or whatever, would buy the Zentorno. Because it was like a decently fast car for the price. You'd have to pay a whole $1 million to get a fast car. Back in the day, cars that cost $1 million had really high stats. Nowadays, cars with $1 million have average to decently high stats, but cars with $2 to $3 million are insanely fast and all this, and that have insane acceleration and traction, but very low controllability and whatnot. And so, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot to be said about the whole deal. But money has been made so easily accessible to make, especially with Finance and Felon. Finance and Felon started the money grind. You can make so much money with just that update alone. It was your time and your dedication and your ability to already have pre-existing money saved up so you can actually do the things that are required to actually make that money. Also having friends to help. Without friends, that kind of work is almost impossible, I'd argue. You know, and it really is kind of impossible to do all that stuff without a friend. The other cool thing, I guess, about GTA Online now is it's sort of become a cultural icon almost. It's like, what is that one game that almost all your friends have besides fucking the free games like fucking Fortnite and Warzone is fucking GTA? And what happens is, like I said, all them kids get the game. They convince their mom to buy them a shark card or some bullshit. They end up... I hate her fucking voice. She fucking talks. Her voice is annoying. I kind of want to just strangle this woman. She's so fucking annoying. Anyway, what's the point I was trying to make? Oh yeah, this fucking game, bro. Like, what? So many kids and people play this fucking game, and it's like so with jets and everything like that. It tryhards ruin this game. Tryhards, that's the problem. It's not all Rockstar's fault. Rockstar doesn't like tryhards and has measures in place to stop modders, extreme griefers, hackers, and all that stuff. But the problem is, what do you call it? Oh, I fucking hate these fucking people. Hold on, bro. Their fucking voices are really fucking annoying. The way they talk, like, shut the fuck up, dude. Let me do the fucking job. Don't tell me what to do when I've already done it a million times. And that's just scripted audio, and so... Dialogue boost, none. I have no dialogue boost. Sound effects volume. It's so weird playing this game without audio. I'm used to hearing with the dirt scrabble around. Oh, there's a camo duffel bag? I'm sure someone has a glitch out there with a military outfit with the camo duffel bag. Don't lie, there's someone out there with it. Let me switch the audio back. This doesn't feel right, playing the game without audio at all. I just don't want to hear their fucking voices, yo. That's it. Dialogue boost. I don't want there to be any dialogue, bro. Please don't talk. I just don't like K or Moody Man, I think his name is. He was hiding in the fucking... He was hanging out and hiding in the fucking... the music locker. You do a couple of side missions for him and whatnot, but that was it. It was simple as that. You'd help him out, and then that was it. And now he's commandering you with his weird, annoying girlfriend. There goes the element of surprise, y'all! Like, shut the fuck up, dude. There was no element of surprise. The second you walk through that door, you get immediately spotted. I don't know if Rockstar intended for you to actually have stealth capability in this mission. There are no suppressors. There's nothing. There's nothing that suggests that you can actually utilize the element of surprise. What? Maybe I'm just fucking... I don't know, man. Maybe I look at this shit too deep or something. Maybe I overthink it a little, but this shit is fucking annoying. Okay, what? Okay, I got blown up. By who? I have no clue. I hate this SMG, though. Oh, this SMG has a fucking suppressor, doesn't it? Who uses this machine pistol, bro? Who uses the Tech 9, bro? The worst gun in history. All muskets suck. Don't even say that, like, in the 1800s there was a musket that would explode, and the operator using the musket would end up having shrapnel, a metal part shoved into his face. Yeah, all muskets fucking sucked, bro. Muskets were never fucking good. That's the thing. Muskets were never fucking good. You had to fucking, after every shot, you had to fucking pour gunpowder in, and it was a whole lengthy, long process, and you're like, well, that's all they had back in the day. Yeah, that was back in the day. Firearms have evolved so much. Some people don't even consider muskets to be firearms. Just having the weaponry devices that have the same theoretical process of how a firearm works, the same physics, but still, fucking muskets, bro. Fucking muskets, bro. What the fuck, bro? Fucking muskets, bro. Fuck, why are we talking about muskets, bro? They're talking about the Tech 9. The Tech 9 jams a whole lot, and that's just due to its parts and whatnot. There's not a lot of weapon clearance on it. There's not a lot of clearance on a gun like that. Like, fuck. Oh, look, I even use a suppressor.
Well, there goes the element of surprise, y'all. This is gonna be a hard fight. The interrogation cells over
Wait a
there.
second. Wait, was there actually an element of surprise? Hold on, I'm killing myself. We're gonna restart that. I'm gonna try to stealth this mission. No. I'm actually gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try to stealth this mission because she keeps saying, "Oh, well, there goes the element of surprise, y'all." Shut up, bitch. Quick restart. She's so fucking annoying. Bro, I kind of wish friendly fire was a thing. I wish you can put guns in your auto shop, and you can walk up there to Sandra and just fucking blow her brains out. And this is the only thing with the suppressor.
You coming up on the security door yet? Just gotta use that pass you stole. Then once you inside, keep going up.
What do you think we stole the pass for anyway? Of course, to use it on that door. Fucking. Oh. Well, there was never the chance that... There was never that chance for element of surprise. So I was right. I was correct. Even with the suppressor, there's not a chance. Fuck! Bro, dude, this mission sucks donkey dick. What?
Soon as you find this guy, you get K on the phone.
I ain't finding shit yet until after I clear out these goons. Sit the fuck down, bitch. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was an unneedingly long shootout.
Yo, we ain't here for nothing but this dealer. Just find his ass.
The moment where our GTA character talks. We're wearing a fucking captain's outfit. That's fucking goofy, bro. Again, GTA Online, bro. Cutscenes. I love these little cutscenes. Oh shit, she can't shut up. You can't hang out. What up, though? You mean though? Like with the two? Field agent. Is that what I am? A fucking field agent? Coming in from behind. Alright, man. 3-2-1, fuck it. Right.
Get over there. Let's get this shit done.
And lose some police while you at it. Let's see some driving, y'all.
Oh my god, why are they talking to each other? I talked to each other before you talked to me, dude. Like, what the fuck, bro? I don't... Oh, fuck this shit, bro. Fucking goddamn cops, bro. Like, fucking... Like, dude, bro. Bro, dude. Is there something I can help you out with here? You're welcome. Fuck this game, bro. These cops are gonna be on my fucking dick for 24/7, bro. That fucking cocksucker. Get out of your car immediately. I remember back in the day, I used to drive into the hills to evade the police back in the day for story mode. And I tried that shit in GTA Online and the police were still pursuing me. I'm like, what the fuck? Did they update the game? Yeah. They used to not go in the hills, bro, back in story mode. It would be the easiest way to lose a police unless they had a helicopter. The only way they'd be able to get to you in the hills is if they had a helicopter. They haven't touched the hills. Nowadays, police in GTA, bro, with online or whatever, bro, they're on your fucking ass, bro. They ain't ever getting off your ass until you've either called them off or you've truly lost them.
Nothing to distract you from finding that recipe now.
I wonder what the recipe is for. Recipe for what? Like, is it for drugs or is it like food? I know for sure it can't be a fucking food recipe. There's no way in fuck. It's gotta be some sort of like really strong, like deep drug recipe. I think it might be around this couch maybe. No. step, we're just spamming the hell out of right on the D-pad because I might walk next to it. Might say prepare to start digging. And in the sense that it does that, I'm already gonna be ready. This shit's starting to give me a fucking big ass headache. There it is.
Got it? Was that shit really buried? This some treasure hunt bullshit, Kay.
Not yet, girl. Treasure comes when you drop that shit off. Get your ass up here to the meet.
The only thing I could agree with her on is that the treasure hunting bullshit, because that's exactly what that was.
Trying to make me lemonade shit. I think she fucked up. Kinda like her though.
You are not taking one for the team, Kay.
Girl, don't worry about me. Networking is hard work, you feel me? I earned my cut today, motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, bro. He's so fucking annoying, bro. I don't know who the fuck talks like that, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, shut up. I like the characters that come off as douchey or like come off as slightly weird or annoying. But these guys are fucking really annoying. Even the assistant that tells you what to do in your own business, even she's less annoying than these characters. Even LJT the bitch is less annoying than these fuckers. LJT I think is his name, or whatever, the guy who helps out with the biker businesses. Even he has a fucking personality and he's cool as shit. Not LJT. Nobody even knows who he is. My guy's wearing a mask now. Ugh, he took off his hat. Like, what a dick. Oh my god, he's just laying there. What are you doing just sitting there for? Bro, get up, dude. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? A big ass fucking payout, bro, for such a small little job for stealing a recipe. True, they make you go through all the fucking work for the fucking recipe, but fucking Jesus Christ, it's a lot of fucking money. Imagine you had $160,000 IRL, bro. It would take you years with the proper investment strategies and proper saving strategies. And yeah, man. Oh yeah, guys, these are the only channels I listen to, bro. Yep. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess.